Good morning. So I made the video yesterday and I decided there are many things that I actually would like to look at. And I'm going to dive into it before I can overthink it and restart, because that was a little bit of a clunky intro, and that's okay. So I created a playlist section for putting around, because that's what I tend to say when I'm putting around doing things in my room, my space. So I just will go into it because I made a little checklist. Also, I kept saying in last night's video how everything was backwards. I'll just be honest, this phone is new to me, and I did not realize that it was just reflecting back to me, but it would show correctly. Maybe it always has, and I've just lost my marbles. But either way, now I know. Now I know that you can read what I've written. Hey, I can write subliminal messages to you. And I was checking off things from last night's today and Shed News tonight, which it just tickled me. I was cracking up because it reminds me of in Community when it's Troy and Abed in the morning lights. So I thought it was a hoot. Okay. I will just go ahead and dive in and feel self-conscious as I do it, and that's okay. So as I've been downsizing, brought to you by Sharpie S-Gel pens in blue. I have been looking at stuff that I don't use. So guess what? Realized I had oodles of headbands. And guess what I don't wear? I don't wear headbands very rarely. So I am gonna promise, what do you do with headbands that you don't wear anymore? I mean, you can donate them. They're probably just gonna toss them. So as I've gotten rid of things, it's definitely reminded me to be very conscientious about what I bring into my life, because it's not as simple to get them back out of your life. So here are some that I kept. Of course, I kept the green ones. But you know, if you're doing a face mask or working out, maybe you need a headband. I don't know, a couple. And here's a fuzzy one. Keep your head warm. Bloop. So we'll check that off. Headbands. My sewing kit. I meant to show you guys this a while ago, but it's inside of my nesting doll. These used to be, they were measuring cups. I think I got them at World Market. And then the larger one broke. I still have the smaller one. I love that for the lid it says it's a pinch, and that's a tablespoon. And I was using this one for my jewelry because I pretty much only wear, I've been putting them in this little tea dish. But I was putting my little pearls in there, and my necklace mostly fits. Not perfectly, but it is kind of fun. Anywho, so just have I would rather have just an olive colored or some sort of neutral tone, but this is what I have, so I'll use it. And I've got some needles and a couple buttons. And it fulfills my mending needs. And to be honest, I was gonna have to get rid of this little gem if I didn't find a purpose for it. So I found something to put them to work. And then check that off. Jewelry. We'll check that off preemptively. I used to have this big old jewelry box because, let's be honest, jewelry is pretty fun. And I downsized as best I could, and I've not actually, aside from this bracelet, which I got from Susie. I love that. I still wear that one. But everything else I have not missed nor tried to wear in the 6 months since I moved over here. So I think that's a sign. But like, there's things like this green necklace. That was my great-grandmother's. I'll have to, seeing like this pendant, I'll totally keep because it's, I mean, I love it, period, but it was one of my great-grandma's pieces. So yeah, I'll have to see if mom or sisters or anyone's interested in, I mean, some of these pieces are great. I just don't do a lot of blinging, but you know, maybe I'll want to bling out. I know, I will do, and this was my mom's. When she was going to get rid of it, I just held on to it because it brings so many memories to me. But it's got a mirror on the bottom, and I really want it to pretty much be empty. so that, you know, light can filter through and it's reflective. Maybe I just have to wear my jewelry for the next week and then decide to keep or get rid of them instead of having them sit there. That's what I've been doing with clothes. So, all right, note to self, buckle up, buttercup, and go through the jewelry. So my other thing I've been debating on is my star lantern, which I got when I was 17 on a trip with my family up in Seattle. You know the whole, you stick the bulb in and it lights up. I do still like it a lot, but part of me is like, gosh, does it still suit me? Does it speak to me? And also, where am I going to put it? I could put it up anywhere, I suppose, and figure out a way to Shelly rig it. And then if it doesn't quite suit me, then I'll swap it out and even just get like a big orb. Let's see. Oh, so I hung up. You can't really see it, and that's the point, is because I'm in the shed space, pardon me, as much as some of this stuff is mine, some of the things are not, and they are just, you know, some storage things of like clothes that my nephews have grown out of or things like that, or will grow into. But they're not mine, and so I don't think that it's fair for, like, if I'm showing my quadrant, that if I go by the mirror it shows, you know, other people's things. I think it's rude, so I'm working on it. Do you like my mason jar of coffee? It's a little vat of coffee. Ooh, I do want to show you. I've had this mirror for a long time, and X's parents gave it to me, actually. And guess what? It's going to go really well with a mahogany boar bristle brush, which I may or may not get to do. Anyways, I love this. And I have 5 belts of different color from my trip with my friend Felicity to Italy. So this is a belt. And I love them, but I just haven't had a way that I've incorporated them in my wardrobe now with my current job. So I've been putting that down and putting this on it to protect the mirror. And also it's green, which I love. And it's decorative. I wonder if I can see. Aww, look at that. That's just precious. All right. So anyways, I'm gonna do more hanging things so I don't have to think about it. All right, buckle up. I'm gonna give you a little, I call it a tote tour, because I don't have a dresser, so I've created a system. I think this will work. Can you see? Maybe a little tilt. Don't fall off. So, I was just actually folding my laundry to be able to put away. It is not where everything's supposed to be. Anyhow, so you lift them up. Oh yeah, it's all disheveled. I've been going through my active wear and deciding what to keep and get rid of. Oh, part of me wondered if I should tidy it up before I show you, but you know, such is life. Oh, my floral pants. Anyway, so you have a layer in there. There's some shirts. Hey, you're actively participating. So I've got all these items. This has got kind of more of summer type capris, and I don't know. I don't want to move it too far. Here you go. So I've got like socks and tights, a vest I'm not wearing a whole lot of. Oh, the hat Lily made me. So, anywho, that was not as riveting as I anticipated it would be. Thanks for humoring me. Anyhow, I just thought that'd be a good explanation since I don't have a dresser and I don't intend to get a dresser. I want to have everything eventually fit into one tote. It's going to be a process, but I've gotten it down to a much more manageable amount. Curtain hanging. Oh, music rights. So I got to figure out how people have music going in the background when there's music rights. There's just a ton of free music out there. I'm just gonna track it down. I have today off, which is not normal, so I'm pretty excited. And then, like I said yesterday, maybe I should quit citing what I said yesterday. Maybe people will watch things out of order when I have more than 4 videos. I don't know. You can watch whatever you want. I'm not going to tell you what to do. But I'm excited to play board games. There's a new one that my younger sister and her husband introduced us to the other day. It's called Code Names. And I won't go into it now because I already hit 10 minutes and I aim to not make these darn things too long and arduous. But I am going to do some very specific playlist type things because that way I won't feel as if I need to have a broad spectrum of things I discuss each time, because there's going to be times I just want to be going through my interesting relationship with my clothes and my wardrobe right now because I think it's fun and it's creative. And if you don't want to hear about how many blouses I'm trying to downsize to, then you can just skip that one. And power to you. So thank you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.